Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa, and on this channel we talk about books. And today I'm going to be doing, if you watched my TBR this month, I had a TBR jar pick my reads for the month, and I haven't read any of them. I did a fantasy for the week video that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to for some reason, but now I'm ready to get into like all of the reads that we picked. So yeah, there's quite a bit on the docket. I don't want to like pick them all up because I'm going to drop them, so I'm just going to like bring you to them. These are the ones that the TBR prompt chose. Now, I think I'm going to start with Meet Me by the Lake, or Meet Me at the Lake by Carley Fortune, because I've been hearing so much about it. And then I have a few audiobooks that actually, like some of these are for, borrowed on Libby right now, so I'm probably going to pick up some of those. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with Meet Me at the Lake. Now, Meet Me at the Lake was written by Carley Fortune. I actually got the signed copy. She came to Toronto for a signing. But she's the same author as Every Summer After, which is a book that is similar to Love in Other Words. But this, I think it takes place more in the city. So I saw this TikTok where someone was saying like, you're in Meet Me at the Lake and like, what's his name? Will is giving you like a tour of Toronto. What places are you gonna go or whatever? And it seemed pretty cool, so I wonder if it mentions like these different places in the book. But this kind of reminded me of like November 9 a little bit. She spent like 24 hours with this dude on an adventure in Toronto, and then they couldn't be together because of bad timing, but obviously their connection was like undeniable. So they made a pact to like show up every year. Or not show up every year, but show up again 1 year later. And Will didn't show up. So that's what that's about. So Will didn't show up, and then I think it like skips to a little bit later, like when they're in their 30s now, and Fern is not living in the city anymore. She's living in Muskoka, running her mom's lakeside resort, which is kind of similar to Every Summer After, but she has to work for her ex-boyfriend, who's the boss. So she's in like a weird spot, and then Will shows up surprisingly, and yeah, I guess it's like their relationship now. I think it's like then and now. I don't know if it's dual point of view. I don't think so. No. And I heard that like June 14 is the day in this. Oh, so June 14 I think is like the November 9 of this book. But yeah, so I'm going to read this. We're going to see how it goes. It's actually really short. 307 pages. So yeah, let's do it. Every time I try to film outside, there's an airplane or children screaming. Okay guys, I'm only like 50 pages, like chapter 5 into this book, but it's already like not very believable and kind of like similar to Every Summer After. Not similar, but okay, Every Summer After has this trope that like a lot of people hate, and yeah, and this book is like, it's starting off with both of them being in relationships, and it's very like in relationships with other people, and I'm supposed to root for these two to be together. I feel like that's not making sense. So I don't know, we're gonna see. I'm gonna keep reading and see if it changes, but I'm very confused why this is happening. And it's also just like, I don't believe that after spending like a few hours with someone that you would go and like spend like an entire day with, like, I don't know, like a complete stranger, that you would even like go alone around like a big city with this person to like hidden spots that they have. Like, I don't know, that sounds kind of like I'm gonna get kidnapped. I don't know. So let's see where this goes. But right now, Carley Fortune, you have me very confused, girly. Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly check in about Meet Me at the Lake. I'm on page 170, chapter 15, so I'm about like halfway through. And honestly, I don't really know if I'm liking it. It's feeling like a 2-star right now. Like, I've wanted to put it down a few times. The only reason I'm not is because I like where it's set, like both timelines. But I don't know, I'm not really caring for the then version of them. Like, it's kind of hard to root for them, and I think part of the reason is because they're both dating other people, so it's kind of awkward. And then the now version is a bit better. Like, I can see them being together, and like I kind of ship them because like they're spending more time together, because in the then perspective they only spent one day together, and like in November 9 I'm pretty sure they spend like one day together like over and over again, like a few years in a row. Like, there's a few years of spending time together, whereas this is just like once, so it's not very convincing that like they liked each other. So yeah, she also like keeps finding the weirdest things attractive. Like, she's talking about like her ankles and like his forearms, and like I know like forearms are like a thing, but like she just keeps pointing out like random things. And I'm only halfway through, and I've heard like, I didn't know insert thing was so attractive until I met Will Baxter. And it's like I think one of them was like aprons or something, and it's just like, girlfriend. Yeah, I feel really bad for Jamie right now. Like, this is so awkward. Like, the club scene or the dance scene or whatever, yeah, it wasn't the club, it was like band performance, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading, and then I'll let you know how I feel at the end. But I don't know, so far it's, I don't know why she keeps putting this trope in things. It's very awkward. Hey guys, I just got back home from being at my friend's house. We had like a little pool afternoon type of thing. I have some recent tattoos, so I didn't get to swim, but I did finish Meet Me at the Lake while I was there. And honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna give this 2.5 stars. Honestly, all the way up until the end, I still did not root for them as a couple. It didn't really feel like Will cared about Fern all that much. I just hated the way that he handled everything. I thought it was really stupid and immature. She had to try really hard for both of them, and I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. The last like 2 chapters were cute, but everything before that kind of just like rubbed me the wrong way. And yeah, there were some moments in the now perspective that like I rooted for them, but towards the end it was just like, yeah. I appreciate the drama and like the heartbreak that takes place in this, but I don't know, as a romance, as like a lakeside, like beachy summer romance, it didn't really hit for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars. I was feeling 2 stars the entire time, and then like the last like 2 chapters I was like, okay, I liked the ending, like the epilogue and like the last chapter. So but yeah, I don't know, it was just, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna read, I'm pretty sure after I did that like random TBR, I actually did have some of them as audiobooks, or they were available to borrow. I'm thinking of reading the Song of Achilles because I think my audiobook for that is gonna expire in like 4 days, so I have to use it soon, or read it soon, or whatever. yeah, so I'm thinking Song of Achilles. And it's Pride Month, and okay, I know in another video I was talking about Song of Achilles and I said that they were friends, but I've been corrected. I understand that they are more than friends. So yeah, I think maybe I will read that because the audiobook is available and it's 11 hours, so yeah. But yeah, I don't know. And you feel kind of bad because her acknowledgement says like she had kind of a harder time writing this book compared to Every Summer After, and she was really scared it was gonna flop. So I feel bad. I feel bad like saying that I don't like a book, to be honest, because the author worked so hard on it. I feel really bad. But anyway, I will check in with you guys a little bit later once I've started the next book. If I'm being honest, I have been in the biggest, not biggest, but like kind of a book slump this month. I think I've only read like 4 or 5 books, but Song of Achilles has kind of been helping. I'm audiobooking it, I'm reading it, I'm about halfway through, and I realized that my understanding of it was incorrect, okay? So we have Patroclus, who was exiled. He was the son of a king, and then he was exiled because he accidentally did something, and he becomes the companion to Achilles, who is the son of a different king. And yeah, there's a lot of movement in this book, like a lot of like moving back and forth, and there's a lot of prophecies, and there's romance, and I realized like I knew that this was a romance and an LGBTQ romance because I put it, like I was happy when I got it for my June TBR, so because it's Pride Month, but I don't know why it didn't register to me. They do start as friends though. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this. I'm literally like exactly 50% done, and yeah, I've just been like a little bit slumpy. It took me a really long time to read MMATL. Like it took me like a week. So we're gonna try to finish this and then read like one more book, hopefully, because yeah. Good morning. I look and feel like I'm dying. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna quickly just talk about the Song of Achilles. Okay, so I finished this yesterday, and I want to preface this by saying I've been in the worst reading slump. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I have no desire to read. Everything is so boring to me. And like objectively, I know that this is an amazing book. I know it's written beautifully. But I could feel while I was reading it, I was like, I'm not enjoying this like I should be. I tried to just focus on not like how I was feeling while I was reading, but like actual facts and like the writing. Like I was trying to be very objective when I was thinking about how to rate this as a story and as a book and as fiction. So this is a retelling of the story of Achilles and Patroclus, and I'm pretty sure the Trojan War. So I'm gonna rate this 4.5 stars. The reason why it's not 5 stars is kind of like what I said, partially is because of how I was feeling, but also like I found the beginning part very fast paced. Like you just went through his childhood so quickly, that those first like 100 pages, you're like, what even just happened? Like what has been happening? Like, where are we? Like, what's going on? But then you start to understand better. One thing I will say right off the bat is, if you are like a Greek mythology nerd and you actually know how the real story went, you may not like this, because a lot of the characters and a little bit of the plot stuff is like changed. Yeah, so after reading this, I saw this review that was explaining like all the differences, and I didn't really agree with a lot of the changes she made, which kind of like almost made me want to lower this to a 4-star. But I decided on 4.5 because I'm going to go with like my initial opinion of just like experiencing the read. And I know it's supposed to be a retelling. It's obviously going to be different, but some of the stuff that she changed was just like, why? Feel free to read it if you don't know anything, and then look up like what I'm talking about. And then you'll understand like why the changes weren't, at least I don't think, necessary for the story. But if this was written as like a complete fiction and had nothing to do with the original story, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautifully written. It's a beautiful love story. It's heartbreaking. There's drama. It's beautiful characters. I love Patroclus. Like, it's just, yes. So yeah, that was the Song of Achilles. I'm now picking up Twisted Love. Give me one sec. Guys, it is like right in the morning right now, so that's why I'm kind of dying and I keep yawning. I'm gonna pick up Twisted Love by Ana Huang. I started it yesterday. I'm on like chapter 2, honestly, or 3. And so far it's really good. I love the tension. I love how much of an asshole Alex is. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how this is going, and then I'm gonna upload this video. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I really am. Guys, I was supposed to do so many videos this month. The fantasy one took me forever. This one took me forever. I was gonna do a 24-hour readathon. Like, it's been a slow month. I've been going through it. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm so used to hearing beautiful lies and candlelight cries until you try. Now I'm searching for why. Hi guys. I'm gonna give an update on Twisted Love. I'm on page 105. Like, I'm chapter 14, and oh my goodness, this is so good. I knew that this was like a dark romance, or like kind of introducing into like a dark romance, more on like the milder side, but I didn't realize like how many like layers there is to this. Like, both of them have pasts that you kind of are finding out about as you read, and I really like Alex's character. I don't remember if Alex was people's least favorite, but I really like him. I don't know. It's definitely very like Grumpy Sunshine. Like, this is my favorite Grumpy Sunshine that I've ever read, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm about like 30% through, so I'm gonna keep reading, but I don't know. It's really cute how like protective he is, and you know, he kind of just had the realization that like he does want her, but he's very dark and big on revenge for something that happened. And yeah, I also think it's funny that's like brother's best friend. I love those. It's so awkward when they're just like, in the beginning they acknowledge it's like brother's best friend, like, oh, I would never do that, blah 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 blah, and then they start to like each other, and it's like, ooh, well, Josh is just gonna have to deal. I'm pretty sure Josh is in the next book or something like that, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. But yeah, anyway, I'll update you guys in a little bit, but so far I'm really enjoying it, like very much so. It's taking me out of my reading slump, which is really making me happy. So chapter 22. Cannot stop crying. I don't know if it's because I'm on my period, but oh my god. Okay guys, Twisted Love, I am done. I read this so fast. I've never read a book so fast. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna rate this 5 stars. I can't believe this series gets better from here. Like, that's what I've heard. And I know this is twisted and messed up, but I love Alex. I love their relationship. This was perfect. Like, beginning to end. At no point. It was just perfect. I have no other thoughts besides the fact that it was perfect. But I love that you get like little like hints of the characters that the other books are about, and like I'm so excited for the next books. But I also just like, oh my god, I love this so much. This was just so good. It was just so good. 5 stars. That's all I can say. I don't have any other thoughts, to be honest. The characters were just so complex, and I love that they had like a backstory too. Like, there were so many elements to this. It wasn't just like dark romance and like him being like a dick to her or like weird or creepy. Like, there's reasons and there's dark backstories. Like, honestly, it kind of reminded me of Hooked a little bit, but it was so much better. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this video. I read 3 books. Like I said, I was in a major reading slump, so it's been kind of hard for me to read a lot, but hopefully that'll change in July. But stay tuned for my wrap up, where I'll talk about all the books I read for this month and my July TBR, which is coming out soon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, because it helps me so much when you do that. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!